Welcome to Education 659, the Clinical Experience and Seminar. Winter break is over, and like most of you, Dr. Graham and I realized it was a little too short, but since we had to come back, we decided to go ahead and be excited to get back into the swing of things and be ready to work with you for the coming semester. We are hoping that the coming semester, although it will be busy, will be a rewarding one for everyone. The purpose of this video is to basically introduce ourselves to you as the course instructors, to share a little bit of information about the course that we will be using for this semester and about the format that the course will take, to give you a little information about what we will be doing in the course and how it will run, and then to go over a couple of policies related to the university and to Dr. Graham and myself. So who are the instructors? All of you know us. Dr. Graham and I will be team teaching this particular course. We will both develop course materials, we will both grade assignments, we will both make school visits, and we will both support you in your work. The course is being offered in an online format this semester. What does that really mean? Well, it means that the majority, if not all, of the instruction will be delivered through Blackboard. Dr. Graham and I will use a lot of video components, some animation pieces, and we'll use the course text and some discussion board and discussion prompts with you throughout the semester. Our communication will primarily be through email and telephone. You'll see that some of the assignments will require that you do some drafts or offer you the option to do some drafts. If you choose to do those and you send those in, we will follow up with feedback on those assignments, and then if we need to, talk about those or meet in person to go over those if you need that. How will the course run? Well, the very first week of the course, we're going to do a general overview of the course and of the syllabus. Then we'll divide the course really into two sections. The first section will be a focus on exemplary instruction in the classroom, and then the second section will be on the major project for the course, which is a 360-degree evaluation project. The very last piece of the course is sort of like the first week of the course, will be a final discussion or professional development planning. That will basically be an interview or a discussion session with Dr. Graham and myself. We'll do that by telephone or video conference with you to talk about your project so that you can share with us some things that maybe aren't evident in that and highlight some of the pieces that you think need to be highlighted. So the first section of the course will focus on the course text, which is called The 12 Touchstones of Good Teaching, a checklist for staying focused every day. This is a brand new text by published by a combination of folks, McCrell and ASCD. It's a great text. It really is super easy to read and straightforward, and we picked it very specifically for that reason. You have so much to do this and accomplish this semester that we decided that straightforward was the best way to go. In it, it talks about 12 specific ideas about good teaching and really asks you to think about what those are, what those look like in the classroom, and how you are doing in executing those ideas in your everyday practice. We're going to read and reflect on the course text. You will see that there are a number of discussion board pieces. Each of those will be have instructions as to how much information needs to be provided and whether or not you need to read other people's responses to those discussion boards. In some cases, you'll be asked to evaluate your own practice against the standards in those discussion boards. All the way through the text, though, you will want to evaluate your work against those standards, because for the 360 evaluation, you'll want to use that same information when we get to you as a teacher. And then you'll focus it, like we said, on the online discussions related to those reading assignments. The second section of the course will focus on the 360-degree evaluation project. As you can see from the pictures here, the 360 evaluation really is about getting information from folks who supervise you, who are on the same level as you, and folks that you serve, to better understand your impact and effect on teaching and learning. What you will do throughout the course is to develop, and we'll do it step by step, a 360 evaluation of yourself as a leader, instructor, scholar, communicator, and professional colleague. As you go along, you'll collect data, evaluate those data, and discuss the results. Many of the data that you'll use are already available. Each of you receives an evaluation of some sort by an administrator or someone above you in the learning environment. That can be one of the pieces of data that you use. Several of you engage with your colleagues in peer observation or peer evaluation. You can use that as well. We'll talk about some of the other ways that you can gather information to use as part of your project. At the end, you will publish a final paper that will conclude with an action plan for ongoing professional development. We'll do a little bit of this all the way along so that you have done it step by step and it doesn't become an overwhelming burden for you throughout the semester. There are 3 major assignments attached to or listed on the syllabus. The first is the 360-degree evaluation project. The second one is an instructional observation or classroom visit. Dr. Graham and I need to visit each of your classrooms sometime during this semester, and we need you to invite us to do that. The goal is not to evaluate you in some strange way, but it is to provide you some information to use in your 360 evaluation and to give you some information that you might use in your long-term professional development plan. Our hope is that you are going to give us some information on some goals that you have or things that you've been working on, and we can come and observe a class period or a section of time and give you feedback on those things that you are most interested in so that you can use that information to better your teaching. And then there'll be weekly assignments or as needed assignments throughout the semester. Some policies to which you may want to pay particular attention. The first is an attendance one. The university has an attendance policy that indicates that students must attend at least 80% of a course in order to receive a passing grade in that course. Please make sure that you understand that that includes online courses. If you do not log into your courses on a regular basis, that will constitute failure to attend. So weekly logging in and weekly submission of assignments counts as your attendance for the online course. Academic integrity is one of those things we've discussed every semester. This applies not only to quizzes and tests, but your academic honesty in writing and using your own work. Assignments will be submitted electronically. That's important in an online course. We need to use the Blackboard system. If you are struggling with that, you'll need to call the IT support system, and you can reach them at 704-463-3002, and they'll be glad to help you make sure that you have access and can submit those things correctly. Late assignments are not going to be accepted, so you need to have things turned in by the deadlines. We're going to run our course from Tuesday is the day that things will start through Monday night, Assignments should be due by 11:59 on Monday evenings. We do understand that things come up, so if there is something that comes up, you'll need to let us know, but hopefully something does not come up every week, because that will not constitute a reason to extend the deadlines for folks. There are academic support services available for graduate students. Please note that in the syllabus and make those services available to yourself if you need them. We are happy to forward you to those services and to help you access them as well. We hope that this semester turns out to be a very successful and happy one for you. You will continue to read on in the online module for this week that there are a couple of things that you need to do. One of them is the first part of your 360 evaluation plan, so we're going to go ahead and get started with it right away. The other is a syllabus quiz, and the third is a discussion board, just so that everyone can get familiar with that in the new Blackboard system and be successful with it as we move forward. We look forward to working with you, and like always, if you have questions or concerns, please feel free to email us or call us in the office, and we'll be glad to help you with whatever we can. Good luck and happy learning.